Never take my sunshine, no way, sunshine, no way. Never take my sunshine, no way, sunshine, no way. Never take my sunshine, no way, sunshine, no way. Never take my
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to NXT with NaJee. You know what it is. It's a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show, and also a part of bodyslam.net. Yes, that's right. We are here for episode 79. I am super excited. We're 1 week away from the big ladder match to determine who's going to be the next NXT face, I guess, the men's division face. So it's super exciting. We got two qualifying matches tonight. To talk about, well, I guess really one. I'll get into why there's only really one in just a second. That tells you who's gonna all be in the ladder match. But you know how it is, my friends. Whenever we are here, I am never alone, ladies and gentlemen. This time around, I got myself a veteran of the wrestling game, a person who sits in the crowd almost every single week at NXT, has been going there longer than I've been going there and enjoying the show. Man, just make some noise for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Bobby Munoz. What's up, brother?
NaJee, yo, I was beginning to think, when are you gonna have me on the show? Like, what's good? You know what I mean?
What's going on, Doug? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Just maintaining it ever since I made the decision to come back to pro wrestling, because there was a period between 2022 and 2024 where I was inactive, and based on my workouts in the gym and the matches I've been having this late in the game, maybe I left wrestling prematurely, but we can get to that another time. This is about your show, about what we're gonna talk about today.
Hey, man, well, welcome back. It's about you too, man. Thank you for being here. How so tell me this real quick before we get into this this night and these matches. How did you first find out about NXT being down there in Florida and you starting to go? Like, how did that all start?
Well, I know because I got a couple of friends that work there. You know, he referees on Raw right now. Eddie Orengo. I wrestled him. He used to be known as Bandito Jr. on the Indies back in the Northeast, and I wrestled him and his father years ago. I wrestled him in a tag team and his father in the singles. So that was the only father-son tag team I ever wrestled. And to find out that he was signed to the WWE as a referee, I was like, I couldn't help but clap, man, because the dude is a genuinely good dude. And when you see good dudes, good things happen to good dudes like that, it makes you proud, man. Proud to know him, and I'm proud of him. I tell him all the time.
That's amazing, man. I love a good origin story. I say it every single week. I love it. Everybody's is always so different. That's cool.
That's legit, man. Eddie's one of the good ones, for real.
Heck yeah, man. Well, shout out to Eddie Orengo. Thank you for putting Bobby on to NXT at the PC and Full Sail, right? You were going there on Full Sail days?
Because the first time was at Full Sail, and then he got me free tickets to NXT house show in Tampa.
Okay.
So that's when I bumped into Rich Swann. This is when Rich Swann was signed.
Okay.
Yeah, we just talking wrestling, man. Eddie's one of the good ones, for real.
Heck yeah, man. Well, all right.
Also, Mercedes Martinez, who's about to retire this year, she hooked me up. She was signed to NXT at the time, so I know some good people. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out, man. It's always good. It's always good to know people, and it's such like a big family, regardless of what side of the track you're on. AEW, NXT, WWE, anything. Like it's just one big family, and it's sick to see.
It's definitely a brotherhood and a fraternity, bro. For real.
Yeah, for real. All right, so now just a couple notes going into this show. Like you guys know, I don't normally talk about the promo, so I'm just going to do a couple quick notes. First note is that Ricky is still being a menace on commentary, of course, and basically the whole entire show. And we'll get into a couple moments that he had towards the end of the show. Tonight, there's no Soul, there's no JC, and there's no Lola. Rumors are Royal Rumble. That would make a lot of sense to me. And then last but not least, Oba is officially in the Royal Rumble. He still has not said what show he's going to be on yet. I believe it's probably going to be Raw. I think you keep him and Javon close. I think that's a really good idea, kind of like how you have Trick and Mello close. And then this morning, I think it was either this morning or yesterday, Brock announced that he's in the Royal Rumble. So that means we might finally get this Oba and Brock Lesnar standoff that we've been wanting since the first time we ever saw Oba Femi. So
yeah, that was on a Pat McAfee show, I believe, right?
Yeah, this morning. Super excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to dive right into the matches for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The recaps, you know how it is. We try to keep it short and sweet. First match that didn't happen.
No.
And I know for those of you who didn't watch, this match did not happen. It was supposed to be Jackson Drake versus Joe Hendry. The show literally kicks off with what is it? Swipe right, swipe left. I call him swipe left. Standing over Joe Hendry with a chair. They're trying to make it seem like they weren't the ones who took him out, but Ava's also standing right there too. She lets them know that, okay, Jackson, I guess this means you qualify for the match, but if Joe is medically cleared, he automatically qualifies too. So that's kind of where we'll leave that one there, going into the actual match number 1, which was a tag team match. Oof. Good tag team match. Really good tag team match. How was the energy in the building for this one when you were there?
Oh, my guy. Man, listen, let me tell you something, man. Them OTM boys, they gaining momentum. And I always tell the guys, like, if you can hook the crowd from the curtain to the ring, anything you do in the ring is a plus because you got them. OTM has got the fans right here. They hook the fans immediately when they come through the curtain. They're real, they're raw, they're authentic. They had I'm talking about, I've never seen people cheer for them like that. That was like an energy, man, that was, and I always say, it don't matter what you do, look at the people. Look at the people. Watch the people react. If the people are reacting, they're gonna listen in the back. And when they listen, man, OTM is gonna be them dudes, man.
Yeah, I think they should have been. They should have been a long time ago. And the thing about this match is that even though they were outnumbered, they held their own the whole entire match. Like the whole thing, dog.
And shout out to Darcy because those guys, I don't know, man. Those, despite the NXT tag, I think those guys without the NXT tag team championships are gonna have a breakout year because you're talking about 4 athletic juggernauts. Let me tell you,
man.
Dion Lennox is that dude. Let me tell you, man. Look, watch out for that guy right there.
Yeah. So at the end of this match, I believe Swipe Right comes out and distracts OTM. OTM, unfortunately, eats a pin, which kind of sucks, but it wasn't like it was a roll up with the feet on the ropes kind of thing. So it wasn't like he got hit by a finish or anything like that.
And think about this. I'm sorry, think about this. The fact that Saquon had to really accentuate that pin cover with his foot on the rope.
Yeah, like he tells you how much of a threat.
Tells you how much of a threat OTM really is. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and like so he basically like had to ricochet his feet off the top rope in order to put the pressure down in order to get the pin. And it was pretty crazy because then afterwards all tag team hell breaks loose. And shout out to Uriah Connors for basically jumping 15 feet in the air over somebody in order to get involved in this fight. It was chaos, but I guess the tag team division, they're just trying to let you know that it's still there, it's still large, it's active, and anybody can go after the titles. I still think it should be OTM.
And let me tell you, Uriah Connors has a brother who just finished up with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Uriah Connors is a second-generation guy. If anybody out there doesn't know, his father is Fit Finley. So look out for that dude.
And if you peep the Lexus King moment that they kind of had during the promo or whatever, that goes to show you they might start reverting to their real last names. And if he brings a brother in there, Lexus could have himself a faction. Like,
oof. Easily. Listen, man, you talking about Regal's kid. Regal's kid's a wrestling machine. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bell to bell, you're not going to find many people with that wrestling skill level that Charlie Dempsey has. Look what father is. You know
that's what I mean? That's what Ariana Grace meant when she said you're one of us to Dempsey. So I think this faction, something's getting ready to happen here, and we'll see. We'll see. But congratulations on the win. Goes to Dark State. The momentum's still on their side. It's going to be a long time, I feel like, before this group really goes anywhere, slows down.
Yeah, and let me tell you something about momentum. Even though they lost, the momentum was on OTM side.
Oh, 1,000%.
I always say, good. NaJee, listen to the crowd. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, you know me, man. I used to be a firm part of that crowd, baby. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next match. This one wasn't advertised, so we don't have a poster for it. So we're just gonna switch on back to the screen really quick. But this match all started off after Nikita had a conversation with Blake in the background about Miss Parker. Nikita said that she had, gone against Miss Parker plenty of times before, which she has, and I think it was a good way to really put Nikita back on TV because Nikita's definitely in the best shape of her life. Her wrestling skills are getting better and better by the week. She's a goofball on the camera, and it's hilarious. Like, her character is just perfect. She was given godmother type vibes during this promo with Blake, and it set up the match perfectly. So now you have two people who could easily be rivals with both of their styles. You have Jada Parker versus Nikita Lyons. Physical. It was good. Like, Nikita did her thing.
And you notice Nikita didn't have a brace on, which means her leg must be at full strength. Bell to bell, I'll give Nikita credit. Bell to bell, she's getting so much better. Pay attention to
Yeah.
those little things. She's getting so much better with some of the little things in the match, and I thought she had a very good showing with Jada Parker. I
So
thought she had
good.
very
Like
good
she had
showing.
Jada on her toes for a minute, and this is like a brand new coming back healthy Jada, and like Nikita was going. Like, and I
Yes.
gotta give her credit for that, man. It's amazing. I hope like all the internet haters can finally just shut the hell up and admit that
Listen, and
Nikita
talking
is
about
a good athlete and a good wrestler. Like she's
let me
good.
tell you something about
All
Nikita.
bias
You watch
aside.
Nikita. Listen, you watch Nikita's workouts. She got hands. I don't think
Yeah.
she got
And feet.
hands, like
She
legit hands.
should
She will knock the taste out your mouth, like bro.
she'll kick your ass too. Don't play.
Really, yo, bro. And the only thing I want to see from Nikita though is promo skills. I don't know that she has that promo skill level yet. You know what I mean?
I think what she needs to do is that like I think she's good at what she does right now with the promos. I think she just has to find the exact voice because she's multimedia Nikita. So she has many voices. She has many different talents that she can do multimedia. And that's why she calls herself that. But I do think that when she finds that one specific voice, it's gonna make such a big difference, and it's not even going to be like a positive or negative difference. It's just you're just going to be able to feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think some of the ladies in that division are missing out on promo skills. Like I feel bad, like somebody like a Lola Vice who's improved exponentially with
but
the
her
same thing, the bell to bell. It's just that
tough.
the promo skills are just not there.
She's still in like MMA promo.
Yeah, like it's very robotic.
It's hard to get her out of that. Yeah,
it's not real. It's very robotic. It's almost like no disrespect to the guy. It's almost like Ricochet told us how to cut promos, and that's not a compliment. But bell to bell though, I give Lola credit. She's actually getting better.
Yeah. But all right, so we segued a little bit on that. But so Jada ends up getting the win in this match after a really, really good comeback sequence because, like I said, Nikita had her on her toes for a minute. But once Jada kicked into that second gear, it was really hard to slow her down. She literally didn't let Nikita get a second to recover from anything. It was just move after move after move.
Yes.
And now it looks like that the saga of Blake Monroe and Jada Parker is going to continue. They get in the yapping, and it's going to be good. I hope that we get the more aggressive.
Let me tell you something, NaJee. Let me tell you something, NaJee. And people don't see it. I don't know if they see, but she's actually channeling Mariah May right now.
Oh yeah, she is. That's what I was saying. I was hoping we get that dark version of her because when we got it right before she got the title, it was perfect because she was showing her split personality, and I think they need to lean on that more.
Yeah, and if you notice that she did that split interview where she was kind of talking to herself, she was really talking to Mariah May. That's who she was talking to. I don't know if I don't know if you peeped it, but
a lot of people did. Oh, a lot of people did. But all right, so now we're gonna move on.
And I'm sorry, her promo skill is wow. It's there. It's up there.
Top tier. All right, now we're gonna move on to match number 3, one of the most physical matches of the night.
Ooh.
These two, man, this is gonna be something. This matchup right here between Miles Bourne and Dion Lennox is going to be something you're going to see on like a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series or some sort of main roster PLE. These two are going to have a rivalry. Let's look at it on paper. It looks perfect. And the match was perfect. And Ethan Page is clearly like the bad guy on Miles' shoulder here, trying to turn him over to the dark side. And I think it's an interesting concept because Miles' style is so aggressive, but he's such a baby face to where it's like you almost don't know what to do when he wrestles. So if Ethan switches this man over, this is going to be some good work out of Miles.
I don't know that Miles turning heel would be great. It's almost like
he's going to be like a baby face heel.
It's almost like trying to turn Ricky Steamboat heel. Like,
but I think he's gonna be like a Randy Orton heel. Like once again, it's the same thing. It all comes back to Randy Orton when it comes to him. Like because Randy Orton's really never not been a heel.
Yeah.
But we cheer him even when he's the bad guy in situations. We still cheer him.
But here's going back to the whole thing about crowd reaction. I was paying attention to the people when Dion Lennox came out. He's got everybody he's got everybody drawn. He draws that attention. Dion Lennox is that dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I believe you too, brother. So now, like I said, very, very, very physical match. Powerhouse. It's really hard to root against either of these guys. It's super hard. But Ethan Page ends up trying to slide the title into the ring to get Miles to hit him with the title. He thinks about it. Like there's some hesitation there. I'm not gonna lie. He thought about it.
Yeah,
but the ref took it from him. Dion ends up getting the win. And then afterwards, Miles kind of has like that mid a mid-turn moment almost.
Yeah.
Like he snatches the title right out of Ethan's hands, hits him immediately with it, and I don't know. I think we might be onto something with Ethan Page and Miles Bourne.
Yeah.
And I think it should. I think they turn him. I think
yes, it's coming. It's definitely coming.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you pay attention close enough, the WWE tells you what's going to happen before it does.
Yep, always do. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next match. The next match also wasn't advertised. It happened because of an argument backstage between Zarya and Thea Hale. But like I said, there's no Sol Ruka. So, of course, Zarya's in her feelings about it because she's still not 100%. They're both kind of in the picture for a North American championship for Izzy Dame. I believe Izzy Dame's in a triple threat match next week. I know Thea's in it, but I can't remember is Tatum in it as well?
I believe it's Lola.
Is it Lola? Oh,
Lola.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Lola, because she said that last week. So Zarya's finally looking like Zarya. They got Izzy on commentary. Izzy's talking mad trash about Tatum the whole entire time. I know you guys can't hear it, but Stacks. Oh, this is a completely different match. I skipped the match. Oh, I just skipped the match. We'll go back and cover the match I just skipped after this. But like I said, Zarya's finally wrestling like Zarya. They're finally letting her like unleash that like aggressive side of herself to where she just doesn't really care about anybody. And basically, Thea had a little bit of momentum in this match for like maybe a couple minutes, but that was during a commercial break, unfortunately. But Zarya dominated this match. The distraction part that happened is that Tatum runs in through the crowd, basically just scatters across the little part behind the announcement table, jumps over, attacks Izzy. They run through the ring. Zarya gets distracted, and somehow Thea walks away with the roll-up win and shocks everybody. But of course,
that definitely was a shock. But listen, man, the fans are getting behind Thea more and more every time they see her.
Because they're letting her do her thing too.
I don't know why she's not getting that TV time, but she's a very good professional wrestler, Thea Hale.
Yeah, they're finally letting Thea like, I don't know, show improve in a way. You know what I mean? Like they're finally letting her get a chance to do that. But like I said, Thea takes advantage, gets the win. Fatal Influence comes out because obviously the whole thing with Soul and Zarya is still happening with them. Thea goes over to Zarya and it's like, "Hey, I got your back," and immediately eats an F5 because Zarya's just she's in that zone now.
She gave her that. Yo, we ain't cool like that. What's up? We ain't cool like that.
Like stop. So we'll see what happens next week. I believe Zaruka is going to be going for the TNA women's tag championships. So now back to match 4, which I skipped because it was super short on accident. I didn't mean to just kind of jot over it, but it was just very small in my notes. Yeah, Tavion Heights versus Lexis King. This match threw me off because I did not expect it to be as short as it was or the outcome to be what it was. Like,
I didn't really. I mean that. It kind of fell flat with the fans a little bit. If I'm being honest, it was
clean too. That was the weird part. Like,
it was. But I don't know. It felt kind of flat with the fans for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very strange, and I think what they're doing is maybe what we were talking about a few minutes ago, like trying to give Lexis King that momentum, trying to give him some wins, trying to make him seem, like a big deal before he creates this dynasty or whatever they're getting ready to call it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That was just a big surprise, and I don't know what that means for both of them because that worries me for Tavion.
Yeah.
Like, why Tavion just had such a good program going, so now why is he all of a sudden getting squashed by Alexis King?
Yeah, and people don't realize, even though he didn't win no medals, really, he's an Olympic level.
He's really good. Yeah,
he's an Olympic level wrestler. Like he would twist you into a pretzel if he wants to.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with Kendall. Kendall's won a crap ton of awards and like tournaments and different things like that too, but she wasn't like she didn't do what Tyra May Steele did. You know what I mean? But it's I guess just different levels to everybody. But all right, so now we're gonna go on into the last match here of the night.
Oh,
Kiana Carver versus Andre Chase, the last qualifying match for the ladder match for the NXT.
Listen, we going back to that thing with reaction, and while Chase, you got to hold that. When as soon as Keanu came out and the music and his presence and his aura, crowd started chanting, "Carver's gonna kill you."
Oh yeah, we heard it. You can hear it on the TV, and I mean, I said it.
Look at that.
Yeah, I said it last week too. I said it last week on the show. I said I feel so bad because I already know what's getting ready to happen to Andre Chase in this match. I knew it, and it's exactly what happened. Yes, he had a little bit of offense here and there,
Yeah.
and he got Keanu down with some DDTs because if anybody learned anything from Ricky, the only way you take a big dude like that down is a bunch of DDTs. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So in this match, like Keanu completely dominated. Like I said, we knew it. So Keanu qualifies. He puts him. He damn near puts him through a table, and then gets in the ring and puts his finisher on him. Gets a clean 1, 2, 3, and it ends up being like a ladder match summit in the ring afterwards.
I'm looking at the finish, and I don't know that the finish matches the character that Keanu has. I think his finish needs to be a little bit more devastating. It's almost like a modified. It's almost like a modified big ending kind of deal. Like
I was looking at that too, but I think he's got more of a twist on it, and I think that's what ends up doing the damage is the torque because instead of him going inside, instead of going outside with it, he cuts back inside. Yeah, I guess that could be a little discombobulating with all his weight on you. I don't know. I tried to decipher that today when I was rewatching it this morning.
Yeah, but I this is my part. But other than that, man, Keanu Carver, man, who.
Yeah, what a guy. Boy. And like they're making it very believable that he could win this match. Like, yes. Very much. So a lot of chaos happens here. They come back from commercial. They show like a whole vignette of the championship match. Everybody's standing in the ring except for Ricky. Ricky comes out, interrupts everyone as they, just keep yapping and yapping and yapping.
Yeah.
He gets a ladder, sits on the ladder, gets to talking his trash. And then they all get to fighting in the ring. And of course, Ricky comes in the ring with the ladder, starts taking people out. He climbs the ladder, gets ready to grab the belt. And you didn't hear this, but the timing of commentary for Joe Hendry's music was unbelievable. Shout out to Vic Joseph, because like how he did that so perfect was insane. Like the second he said Joe,
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, the second he said Joe Hendry, the music hit, and it was perfect for when Ricky had his hand up. And it was perfect, like to a T. So Joe Hendry ends up coming out, does his little "I'm hurt" spin, choke slams Ricky, does another spin trying to be all serious in the camera, and then you see Keanu come up in a Randy Orton like camera angle and completely just take out Joe. And Keanu's the last man standing. So now we are all set for next week's ladder match. One of these 7 men right here will be the NXT men's champion. It's gonna be crazy.
My pick is gonna be Deion Lennox. I can't deny that. It's gonna be Deion Lennox. That's my pick.
Yeah, I can see it. I feel like they're gonna give it to Joe.
Yeah,
I don't know
more than likely.
I feel like it's gonna be a Joe and Ricky beef for a while.
Yeah.
And it would be cool if one of the new guys got it. I'd love that. I really would.
Shadow's not ready. Listen, Shadow's not ready. It ain't gonna be no Jackson Drake. If I'm gonna pick 1 or 2 people, especially to carry the championship, with especially one would have like a promo level to where they can carry it and cut the promos and all that.
Sean could do it.
If Sean Lennox, he's pretty good, but I'm thinking the more experienced guys is probably gonna be either Joe or Ricky.
Yep, it's gotta be. It's gotta be between those two. It's got to be. But ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for the recap portion of the show. I hope you guys feel caught up to what happened on Tuesday's NXT. We are now at the part of the show where I get to ask my guest here, Mr. Bobby, 3 questions. First question is always the same thing every season. I usually switch it up. This season, my question, number 1 for you, is going to be, what keeps you hooked as a fan, specifically a fan in professional wrestling? Is it like the stories, the drama, the athleticism? What is it that really just keeps you locked in?
It's really the stories and the promos. Like I don't care how you look and what you do in the ring. I want to know that you can hook me in with what you say. Like sell me on the match. Why should I cheer for you? Why should I boo for you? Why should I care about this match? I want to hear a good promo. The in-ring stuff is the in-ring stuff. You're good enough because they put you in that position. They signed you, so they know you're good enough. I want you to sell me on the match. Why should I care about it? So the promos and the stories is what keeps me coming back.
All right. Hell yeah, man. All right. So now, like you said, you've been in the game for 30 years as a professional
Almost 30.
wrestler,
Next year to be 30 years. Next year to be 30 years, yeah.
30 years. Whew, that's insane. All right. So as a professional wrestler, if you think back at the very beginning of like when you first fell in love with it, when you first started training, what do you think was the most like difficult part of that for you personally? And from that story, what could you share to say some of the young kids or people that are watching this show and listening right now that are going through a hard time just getting started?
Wow, because back then the rings we trained on, they weren't exactly the one with the most give. Some of them had little to no cushion. They did have the slightest bit of give. So the difficult part was after that first day, the next day, are you gonna show up or are you gonna push through that soreness? Or are you gonna be like, you know what, this ain't for me, I'm give up? Or are you gonna be one of those little pansies that's gonna say, oh, it hurts and this, that, and the third? No, the the difficult part was showing up the next day sore but still maintaining that level of intensity to continue on with the training, and that kind of helped me with my gym workouts, because now I was like, you know what, I got to step it up in the gym now to build up that stamina and endurance. So after that first day, I had to really tell myself, I'm not hurt, I can still do this, I can still go, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep going. And I must have been doing something right, because nearly 30 years later I'm still here. So for the young kids out there, that, and it's so much easier to get into the business nowadays. It's almost like you can say, "Oh, look, I bought a pair of boots. Here's
Mm-hmm.
some money. I took a bump. Hooray, I'm a wrestler." No, it's much more than that. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep taking the bumps. You have to keep working at it, blood, sweat, and tears, literally, and just never give up, no matter what happens. If you get to it, like, there's always something to do in the wrestling game. If you hurt and you can't do the bumps, try to learn a different aspect of it, like commentary or backstage producing or something. This way, when you do, you're like you create a portfolio for yourself where you can be used in many different ways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just keep showing up despite the soreness. You're gonna be sore. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna probably try to give up on yourself. You're not gonna think very highly of yourself, but just keep showing up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up.
Hell yeah, man. That's inspirational. I love that, dude. Thank you so much. But I can feel, I love how passionate you are about that. And I love how passionate most people are about, just even being involved with the sport in general, bro. So thank you so much for sharing that. That meant a lot even to me because I'm getting ready to start training as a manager next month. So that's still really good to hear. And that's awesome to hear. And it's motivating, man. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, last question. You've been around NXT for a while, like you said, at Full Sail. You've seen some things at the PC. You've experienced some great once in a lifetime, fantastic, memorable moments involved with that brand. What do you think stuck out to you the most? What's the one that you just can't believe you were there for that moment?
Oh wow! Let me tell you, man. There was a time in late 2022, early 2023, where they were handing out like prizes to the fan of the night or the best fan or whatever, the fan of the whatever. And one of the prizes was a custom entrance to make you feel like a WWE superstar.
Mm-hmm.
And this was at a time where I was having good workouts. I was contemplating get back in the ring, but I wasn't 100% sold on going back to wrestling. So Kelly Kincaid, who was doing the announcement, she said, "Bobby, how would you like your own custom entrance and this stuff?" And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely." So one thing led to another. Obviously I still had my gear, so I came out in my gear and I did the entrance. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Maybe, like I said this earlier in the show, maybe I left wrestling prematurely. So and not only that, the fans weren't cued or instructed to boo me or cheer for me. But as soon
Mm-hmm.
as I came out the curtain, the muscle memory kicked in, and right away, heel persona, the crowd booed me, and the crowd booed me. They weren't directed to, they weren't told to, they weren't cued. Okay, boo bop. No, it's because of the aura I gave them. I hooked them from the curtain, like I was talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's time I get back in the ring now. So one thing led to another, and I started training at the gyms and all that. But that and I'm gonna post that. It's coming up on the anniversary. I think it's on the 31st where I got the video, so I'm gonna repost it and stuff, and that's what really got me back into the wrestling game, and I started training and all this other stuff. But that right there, to hear your music, to have your name on the big screen, hear the music, the fans, they didn't let me get in the ring though. I was a little disappointed. They didn't let me get in the ring. That's okay because I still had the fans from around the ring, and Byron Saxton was there, and Vic Joseph was there, and
Mm-hmm.
there was like, yo, a lot of the boys from the back, like Briggs was giving me compliments, Tyson, Tyreek, they were all like, bro, you did an amazing job. And from then on, I think they had an idea of, man, this guy used to be a wrestler. But guess what? I still am.
There you go. The story continues, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn
All
straight.
right, man. Well, thank you so much, Bobby, for being here today, man. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day and your evening because you are a couple hours ahead of me. Damn, dude, thank you so much. If you have anything that you'd like to share, your social media or anything like that for
All
people to
right,
follow
you
you
can
and
follow
support
me.
you,
You can follow me on Instagram. I think it's right there. Official
yes, it
underscore
is.
Bobby Munoz. TikTok is basically the Spanish version, oficial. So it's going to be OFICIAL _ Bobby Munoz.
Perfect.
And just stay tuned. I got a lot of shows coming up and a lot of wrestling, and I'm still going strong.
Heck yeah, man. And don't ever stop. Like you said, don't ever give up, right?
Nope.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for being here, brother. Everybody say peace out to Bobby. Peace out to Bobby.
Peace.
All right. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching. You already know what time it is, man. This is unbelievable that we're still this far into the show. I still can't believe that we're 79 episodes deep. I'm excited to see what happens next week. We'll have a brand new men's NXT champion. It should be a good one, y'all. But thank you so much to my guest, Bobby, one more time for being here. You guys already know what time it is. It is a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show. And we are also a part of bodyslam.net. Until next week, you already know where to find me. I'm right.
Never take my sunshine away, sunshine away.